Hey, what's up guys? Cisco here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a landing page using WordPress and the Elementor plugin. Okay, so guys, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell icon, like the video if you get some value from it. I'm also going to be leaving some timestamps in the bottom of this video in the description box, so that way you can skip to whatever section you feel you need to get more value from. Okay, so with that said guys, let's get into how to create this landing page using WordPress. Okay guys, so this is the landing page that I'm going to be creating, my own version obviously. Now this page was created in ClickFunnels, and it belongs to Zach Crawford, so he's a 7-figure affiliate marketer. This guy knows what he's doing, so I know that this page is converting really well. And as you can see, he's offering a free training right here. And when you click on these buttons, you can see that this really nice opt-in drop-down, pops up or whatever, and you can put in your name here, you can put in your email here, and boom, he's going to send you this free training. Okay, so it's not that complicated. I guess it doesn't have a lot of stuff I want to say. It's just it has a headline, the banner here with the headlines, and then it has these bullet points, a little intro about him, who he is, with a picture, and then it has this footer. Okay, so I'm going to be creating this, not the same thing, but it's going to be, obviously very similar to this. And again, guys, just using our WordPress and Elementor Pro. I'm sorry. So for that, guys, I'm inside of my back end of my WordPress machine gun funnel site that I use to create these pages. And the first thing that you want to do, guys, is you want to go to pages and add a new page. Okay, so we're going to be adding our new landing page, and we're going to title that, and we're going to say this is landing page, okay, just for the sake of the video. And what we want to do now is, and by the way guys, I'm using the Astra theme. And so okay, so now that we're here, we go to site layout, and in the sidebar I want to go ahead and say no sidebar. Then in the content layout, full width, then I want to turn all of these off, disable them. Okay, I don't want none of them off because I want a blank canvas. Okay, so that should be good. We're gonna go ahead and publish this now. Okay, now what we want to do once we publish it is we want to go back here and we want to go to appearance. All right, now in appearance you want to search for customize, click on that, and then we want to go ahead and make this our so we want to go ahead and configure our homepage settings, and we want to make this our static page. Okay, so the landing page that we're going to be creating, obviously guys, when anybody types in our domain name or URL here, we want that landing page to show up, not this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and click on a static page, and we're gonna go ahead to homepage, click the drop down and select landing page. Okay, now we're going to go ahead, and as you can see, it went blank because obviously we're going to be starting from a blank canvas. So we're going to go ahead and click on publish, and boom, we're good to go, guys. So we get out of here, go back, and then in our landing page we're going to go ahead and click on edit. All right, because now we're going to edit it in our Elementor Pro. So we're going to go ahead and click on this edit with Elementor button. I'm sorry guys, I'm all getting tongue twisted here. Okay, so once we're in the back end of our Elementor Pro, we're going to go ahead, and you see this section here. You want to click on this little purple button, and we're going to select this first structure. Okay, so this is going to be our banner up top right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this text. All right, go back to our page. Then we're going to go to these 9 dots here and drag this heading widget, drop it in there. All right, we're going to go ahead and paste what we just copied. We want to center it, and now we want to style that a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to say this is going to be Oswald, because that's what he's using. And I'm going to show you guys a cool little extension that you can use to figure out what font family someone is using in their landing page or their website or whatever, in case you like it and want to figure it out what it is. So I'm going to say Oswald, and there we have it. Okay, we're going to click on that. All right, and we want to make this one, so this is going to be, I think his is 22, so I'm going to leave it at 22. The weight is good, So I'm going to get out of here. And now what I want to do, guys, is I want to go ahead and change this to a white color because his is white. So don't worry about it if you don't see it, guys. Is there? All you have to do is just click on these these 6 dots to edit this section. And what we want to do is we want to style that the background color, and we want to make this all black. Okay, so there you have it, guys. This is our banner over here at the top. So we do want to give this some padding because of course he has some padding here. I'm not going to be making these golden lines over here that he has above and at the bottom. I'm going to leave mine just as is, okay, because I don't really think, I mean, all that fancy stuff, it looks nice but not really necessary. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say 25 from the top, and then I'm going to say 25 in the bottom. Okay, perfect. So that to me looks good. It reads well. And now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and, oh yeah, and by the way, guys, the extension that I was referring to, it's, so you go to your extensions and you want to find this extension in Google Chrome. It's called Fonts Ninja. So what you would do is you click on it once you download it and just hover over. I don't know why I didn't hover over it. Let's do it here. Okay. So you want to, once you download it, you want to click on it. Okay, and now you want to hover over whatever text you want to figure out what the font family is. Okay, in this case you see it's Montserrat. This one is Oswald, and it tells you also you know, the size, like 44 pixels. So it's a pretty neat extension to have in your arsenal. Okay, so we're gonna go back here, guys. Now it popped up. All right, now we want to add in the heading that we have. So for that, we want to add in another structure. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that and go back to our 9 dots, I'm sorry, and go here, drag and drop this heading text right here. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Okay, go back here, paste that in there, and we want to center it. Okay, so now we want to style this. I want to make it all black. And then this is going to be, like I said before, Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat. Perfect. And we're going to say this is size 20. Okay, boom. There you have it. So, of course, his is not, the weight is really thin. It's not that thick. So we're going to make it 400. So 400 looks pretty good. All right. And now we, of course, want to give this some padding from the top. So I'm going to say not 25, but I'm going to leave it at 20. That looks good to me. Now we want to continue with the rest of our headline. So we're going to copy this, go back here, drag our widget in right under it, paste in our headline. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to paste that in there. Okay. Perfect. And we want to go ahead and center it. Okay, now we want to style this. So I'm going to say black again. And this is Oswald. So Oswald. All right. Now, the size of this is 44. Obviously, guys, you know, just a quick disclaimer: you're not going to find somebody else's landing page or funnel and copy it word for word. You do want to switch up. Obviously, your headlines and everything and your message. But for the sake of the video, I'm not going to be coming up with my own headline. This is just to show you guys that you can replicate, this same landing page that he has on ClickFunnels, and you could do it in WordPress, right, for a lot cheaper, obviously. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and the weight, I'm going to make this, I'm going to make it 500. I like 500, how it looks. And I'm going to give this some padding from the sides. So I'm going to say 50 from the right, and I'm going to say 50 from the left. Okay. And I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So let me see what happened here. Did it? Yeah, it did. Okay, perfect. So now what I want to do is I want to update this. You always want to make sure that you save it because you never know what could happen, and it just, you don't want to put in the work to have everything erased in a minute. So perfect, guys. Now I like the way it's looking. Okay. Maybe we can, yeah, it's looking good. I'm not going to do any changes to it just to make the video a little bit quicker. We're going to copy this third piece of text here, our headline, and I'm going to go ahead and drag this right under it, paste it in there. Okay, we want to center it, and now we want to style this. All right, so we want to make it black. So this one is going to be Montserrat, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I think Montserrat is right? Yeah, leave it in the comments below, guys, if I'm pronouncing it wrong or right. Okay, and now this is gonna be 16. Okay, this is gonna be the size of it. So that to me looks pretty good. I'm gonna make this 400. I think 400. Make it congruent with the top one. All right, perfect, guys. So there you have it. You have your headline here. It looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty close to what he has here. And now we want to go ahead and create our button. So this button, I'm going to create it, my own version, of course, guys. So check it out. So we're going to go ahead, go to the 9 dots. We're going to search for this button widget. We're going to go ahead and drop it right under here. All right, we're going to go ahead and center it. And we want the size to be large. Okay, so now his button says, yes, Zach, give me the training now. And I'm going to say, yes, Cisco. Yes, Cisco. My quotation mark. Give me the training now. All right, another quotation mark. And now we want to go ahead and get the bottom part. So I'm going to say bracket, boom, and we're going to say I think it said mentorship. Yeah, 3 little stars up top. Mentorship plus training. I'm a really slow typer, guys. Training closing soon. All right, and we close out with these little stars up top. Boom, there you have it, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and style this a little bit. So the typography, I'm gonna make this Montserrat. And anytime you're searching for a font family in here, you always want to make sure I'm not sure if I said it, but you always want to make sure you start with capital letter, because if not, it's not going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to make this 23. I'm going to make it. That looks pretty good. And as far as the weight, I'm going to make it 600. That looks good. All right, now what I want to do, guys, is I want to go ahead and style, give this the same or close similar color to this. So I'm going to go to my extensions, pick this ColorZilla extension. Again, guys, it's a free extension you can download from Google. And I'm going to just go ahead and hover over here, but it's a little glitchy. So let me do it again. See if it, all right, there you go. We're going to go ahead and copy that. And we're going to go back here to this green color to change it, paste that hex code in there, and voila, guys, there you have it. So now what we want to do, guys, is I do want to go ahead and let me real quickly, I wanted to give this some shadow. So text shadow, not text shadow, but box shadow. I'm going to say yeah, I'm going to say 40. I'm going to leave it at 40. I think that looks okay. All right. And then in advance, I'm going to give this my own motion effects. So I'm going to say here, I'm going to say this pulse. Okay. So whenever the page loads up, it comes at you. Okay. So there you have it. This is the button. Yes, Cisco, give me the training now. Mentorship plus training closing soon. Boom. We're adding some scarcity there to the call to action, so people are like closing soon. Got to get this now. All right. So now what we want to do, guys, is we want to add in this section here. So it's not the last section, right before the last section, which is the footer. We want to add in, an image, a little bit of, who we are, what we're doing here, and some bullet points, right? We want to sell this really good. So for that, guys, we're going to go here to this add section widget. We're going to click on it, and the structure that we want to pick, guys, is this here, okay? This divided section. So in the first section, I want to go ahead and add in an image of myself, okay? So we're going to go ahead and add an image here. I already have an image of myself, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that, insert this image, and it's way too big, so I'm going to go ahead and click on medium. That looks better. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my name right under it. So it's going to say Cisco Diaz. All right, we're going to go ahead and center that. We want to style it, so we're going to make this all black. And we're going to keep this congruent, guys. So we're going to say Montserrat or Oswald, whatever you prefer. All right, and I'm going to make this 21. I think 21 looks good. The weight looks good as well. If you want to check it out, I'm going to leave it at 700. I think 700 looks better. Does it? Yeah, let's do 700. And then we want to go ahead and add in that about section, I guess you could say. So text editor, we're going to choose, instead of the heading, we're going to choose this text editor here, and we're going to drop it in there. So I don't have an about section about me for sake, so I'm not going to copy his either. I'm just going to copy this text here as if it was the about. Okay, just to show you guys. Of course, you would have your own, and then we want to paste that in there. And now you want to style that. Obviously you would just either make it a little bit bigger, okay, so it's easier to read. That looks good to me. The line height, everything looks okay. I'm going to leave it at that. And now what I want to do, guys, is I want to go ahead and adding these bullet points. Okay, so for that, I'm going to go ahead and copy this section here, this heading here, and I'm going to go back now, and we're going to find this widget that's called icon list. Okay, so this is the widget that I use. Oh yeah, but first, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and drop it in there. Okay, so as you can see, this is going to be our bullets, but on top of that, of course, there's a heading, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this heading right on top of it. Okay, and I already had copied this, so I'm going to paste it in here, and he has it centered, so I'm going to center mine as well. Then to style it, we're going to say black. Okay, and we're going to say this is I think it's Montserrat. I'm not going to change it up more, so I'm going to just keep it congruent with Montserrat. All right, now he has it, it's pretty it's not that big. So we're gonna say 20. That looks okay, and we're gonna leave the weight as is. Is it? Yeah, it looks pretty similar to that. Okay, maybe 500. I think his is, yeah, it's a little thinner than that. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to add in our bullet points. Okay, so for that, we're just going to go back here, copy the first bullet point. Okay, go back, and now in the items, right under it, right under items, you want to click on the first one, and then where it says text, you want to replace that with the text we just copied. So boom, there you have it. And now for the icon, as you can see, he has these like little target icons. So we're going to go ahead and find those. So we click on here because we want to replace that check mark, and we want to say I already know where it's at, but yeah, it's this one, dot circle. Okay, so we want to click on that, click on insert, and now we want to go ahead and change the colors to these icons. So for that, again, we go back to our Colorzilla extension, click on that. We're going to say, just for the sake of it, we're going to go ahead and choose that color, and we're going to style the icon. So as you can see, go to style, then icon, then choose color, and we want to paste that in, and it's going to automatically change all three of them. Okay, So we go back to our content. Now we're gonna go ahead and choose the second bullet point. So we copy that, go back to our second item here, replace this text, put that in there, and replace the icon. Okay, so we find it here, boom, insert it. There you have it. And we should make these icons a little bit bigger, but I'm going to go ahead and just finish the last one. So let's finish it, copy this. Okay, get rid of this. And now we want to replace the third one here, paste it in there. All right, and replace the icon. So boom, there you have it. Insert it in there. There you go, guys. So now what we want to do, like I said, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So the icon, it's going to be I'm going to leave it at 20. I think 20 is good. And then as far as the text, I'm going to make this let's see, we're going to make not line height, so it's not in line height. Let me see here. So space, it's going to be here. So under list, you go to space between, and it's going to give it some space between each bullet. I'm going to leave it at 10. That way you could tell that it's 3 different bullet points. Not that you couldn't because of the little target things, but just to make it a little bit more easier to read. And if you want, you could even make these make it bigger, the text, if it's too small. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make this Montserrat. Okay, and I'm going to say 17. That looks pretty good. Okay, so there you have it, guys. We have our bullet points. We have our about us section, I guess you could say. I'm going to give this some padding here, so it's too close to this button. So I'm going to click on this section here, and then in advance, I'm going to give this some padding. Okay, so from the top, I want to say 20. I'm going to leave it at 20, guys. And now what I want to do is, of course, you want to add in the button right under here. So for that, you don't need to create a new button. All you need to do is just click on this. I'm going to show you again. You want to right click on this pencil icon here, and then you want to click on duplicate. Okay, so it's automatically going to duplicate the button, and what you want to do is you just want to grab it and just drop it right under here. Okay, perfect. But of course, this button is a little bit smaller than this one, as you can see. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to say this one to be medium. Okay, now I want to change the text size again, and I want to make this I want to make it 20. Okay, so that it looks a little bit better now, a little bit smaller than this one, just to fit right under here real snugly. All right, perfect, guys. There you have it. We have created our landing page. Now what we want to do, guys, is we want to create this footer section. I'm not going to create the complete footer section. I'm going to complete like down to maybe here. The rest is pretty simple. So what we want to do, guys, is to create our footer, we're going to go ahead and add in a new section. So it's going to be a complete section, and then we're going to go ahead and add in our first piece of text here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this here. Okay, and we're going to paste that in there. But of course, I'm not psychologically unemployable, so I'm just going to say Cisco. Okay, I'm going to say Cisco, and then I want to style this a little bit. So I'm going to make this white. Okay, and make this section here all black, because that's how he has it, all black. So go to background. I'm going to go ahead and color, and then just make it all black. Okay, perfect. There you have it. Now obviously we do want to make this text here way smaller than what it is right now. So let's just say Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat, and we're gonna say this is gonna be I think 15. That looks okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move this to the left some. All right, we're going to say 75, and then we want to bring this down some too. So 30, that should look okay. Perfect. All right, there you have it. Now what we want to do is we want to add this divider line that you can see here. So for that, what you want to do is you want to go back to your 9 digits, 9 dots. I don't know why I keep saying digits. And then you want to click this widget, okay, the divider widget. So you want to grab it, drag it, and drop it right underneath. So of course you can't see it because right now it's all black. But what you want to do is in style, you want to change the color to all white. Okay, now you can see it, right? Cool. All right. So we go back here, and what we want to do is we want to make this, we want to center it, and we want to make this, I want to say, I want to say 86, so that way it's, it's aligned with this text. And now what we want to do is we want to add in these disclaimer buttons. So these are buttons, guys, that when people click, they get taken down to, this page here. Yeah, they get taken down to this page. So wait for it to load up. So as you can see, guys, you would obviously have to have created these pages. I don't have these pages. I'm not going to use his pages either. I'm just going to show you how you would create the button. So the first one, I'm going to go ahead and copy it. Okay, go back, and now what we want to do is we want to add in this intersection. Okay, so right under our divider line, we want to add in this intersection. But what we want to do is we want to duplicate it because we want four boxes here, because as you can see, he has four different I guess you could say disclaimer pages, right? So the first page, we're going to go ahead and add in our heading, and we're going to go ahead and paste that page in there. So earnings income disclaimer, obviously, we're going to make this center. We're going to go ahead and style this. So we want to make this all white. There you go. And we're going to make this congruent with everything. So Montserrat. And we're going to say, I'm going to say 15. That looks okay. So now what you want to do, guys, and I'm not going to make each one of these, what I'm going to do just for the sake of the video, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and copy each one and just paste it in there. Obviously, you would, make your own and put more time into it. So of course, what you would do is you would paste in here. So for example, if this was your earnings disclaimer page, you would grab this right here and you would copy it, and then you would go back to yours and just paste the link in here. Okay, that way when somebody clicks on it, they get taken down to that page. So that's pretty much it for this section here. Now what I want to do is I want to add in this section here. I'm going to go ahead and just copy all of it. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and select this text editor, drop it in there. Okay. And of course, you would style this better than what it is here. But again, for the sake of the video, I don't want to, waste a lot of time on this. I'm going to drag that down a little bit. And then to style it, I want to say that I want this to be all white. Okay, and then I want this to look a little bit better, not, so I'm going to say 100, and then the left, I'm going to say, so I want to make it align with my other text. So I'm going to say that looks pretty aligned, I would say, right? All right, perfect. And then we want to also give this some spacing at the bottom. So at the bottom, I'm going to say a little bit more than, I'm going to say 30. Perfect. There you have it, guys. We have already created our footer. We have already created our landing page. So this is what our landing page will look like. But of course, guys, here comes the good part. Okay, here comes the good looking part. This is going to make you look really professional, right? Because as you can see, whenever you hover over the button, yeah, it makes a little effect, but when you click on it, boom, guys, check this out. This is really nice, this opt-in form, how it drops down. We're going to go ahead and create this same opt-in form, and for that, what you want to do, okay, now obviously you want to make sure you update that, and you want to get out of here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and exit to dashboard. All right, go back to the back end, and here in templates, okay guys, you want to go ahead and choose pop-ups. All right, so in pop-ups, we're going to add a new pop-up. Now it's going to say name your template. I'm going to go ahead and just click this, which I've already created some, but you would want to name yours, of course. I'm going to go ahead and create that, and create template. All right, awesome. Now I'm not going to be creating a template from the ones that they offer, so I'm going to get out of that, and as you can see, it gives me this blank canvas to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose this widget, this form widget. All right, I'm going to drag it and drop it in here, and boom, you could see, guys, this is the form that they have by default. We're going to make it look better, obviously. So I'm going to get rid of this message because all I want is name and email. All right, and as you can see, he has a progress bar. I'm going to add in my own progress bar. So for that, what you want to do is you want to go back to your 9 dots, and in the search widget, you want to go ahead and type in progress bar. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drag this, put it up top, right up here, and as you can see, we have our progress bar. So I'm going to go ahead and style this a little bit better. So I'm going to get rid of this title because it's not my skill, and I'm going to say, as his says, 75% complete. All right, so a little bit of typo here. Complete, and then I'm going to say in the percentage, I'm going to give it 75, just like he has it. All right, 75. Now I want to change the color, obviously, to match this color, because this is the color that we've been using throughout our landing page. So boom, we're going to go ahead and copy that. Then in style, we're going to get rid of this blue color. We're going to paste that in there. Awesome. All right, guys, so it's coming along pretty good, our opt-in form. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and copy this text here, this headline, you could say. So we're going to go ahead and add that in there into our form. Drag it right underneath our progress bar and paste that in there. Now we want to center it, and this is for the font family for this, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's Fajala 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead here and then typography. Then in family, I'm going to type that in, so it's Fajala 1. All right, there you have it. I'm going to make that happen, and it's 36. Okay, so the pixel size is 36. Now what we want to do is we want to make this all black. And also what I want to do, I want to give this some line height. So that's too much. I think that's good. And in advance, I'm going to go ahead and say that I want this to be 70 and 70. All right. So that looks close enough, guys. To me, that looks good. All right. Now what we want to do, okay, yeah, so the weight, this one is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to make this 400. So it's really annoying today, but I'm going to make it 400. I'm going to leave it right there. Now I want to go ahead and fix up this a little bit. So what I'm going to do here in our form, and I don't know why that happens, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and then in the name, I want to go ahead and get rid of the label. I don't want the label there. So for the placeholder, I want it to say enter your name here. Okay, and then dot dot dot, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same for our email. Okay, so for our email, we're going to say enter your email here. All right, and dot dot dot. All right, perfect, guys. So there you go. Okay, now what we have left is we want to make this also. So let me really quickly style this, because the field border radius, I'm going to give this I'm going to say, yeah, it's 7. I think it's 7 or 8 looks good. You know, his is rounded as well a little bit, probably not that much, but I'm going to leave it there. Now what I want to do, guys, is I want to go ahead and center this more. So I'm going to say 75, which I don't know why that happened. Let's say 70 and then 70. Okay, so that looks pretty center. That looks pretty good. Now what I want to do, guys, is style my button. So again, yes, Cisco, give me the training now, mentorship ending soon and everything. So we go back to our content, go to buttons, and then in our button, I'm going to say the size to be large, or let's see how extra large. I think extra large. Now let's leave it large. So let's go ahead and leave it large. And then I'm going to say, so instead of send, it's going to say, yes, Cisco, give me the training. Give me the training now. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and with the brackets. So bracket here, BR, and then bracket there. There you go. And then we're going to go ahead, 3 stars up top. Again, mentorship plus training closing soon. All right, and we ended with our little stars up top. So perfect. All right, now we're going to go ahead and copy this, the color that he has here in the button. I'm going to go ahead and copy that color, and I'm going to go ahead and style this. So not in form, but in button. I want to say not this green button, replace it with this color here. Do the same at the bottom. Okay, paste that in there. There you have it, guys. And again, we're going to go ahead and, so for the button, we want to say that looks pretty good to me. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and give it a little effect. So we're going to go here and okay. So we're going to go ahead and choose that. And it moves everything, but that's okay. All right. Now, one thing I should have done is I should have made the text in my button a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and make that text a little bit bigger. So for the typography, I'm going to say Montserrat. You know, we want to keep it congruent, of course. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, not that big. That's good. And then we're going to leave the weight as is. And now we want to add in this we will not spam or sell or rent your information text. Okay, so we go back here and we want to add that over here on the bottom. Paste that in there, and now we want to style that a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make this Montserrat. All right, and we want to make this yeah, we're going to leave it 15. Of course, we want to center it as well, but I think it's looking a little bit too thick, so we're gonna leave it like that at 400. And then last but not least, we're gonna add this divider in this text here. So what we want to do is copy that, go back here, and we want to add in the divider right underneath our we will not spam text. Add that divider in there. We're going to center it, and we're gonna go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. So we're gonna say 80. Yeah, we're gonna say 80, and then add in that last piece of text. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and paste that piece of text in here. We want to style that a little bit better so people could read it. Okay, not that. So we're gonna say Montserrat and make it a little bit bigger. So 16 should be good. And then what I want to do is I do want to align it a little bit better. So I'm going to say 50 from the right, and then all right, 55 from the left. So that looks pretty good, guys. Now what I want to do is, of course, I want to give this some spacing, some padding right on the sides and up top. And real quick, guys, so also, as you can see, he has his corners are a little bit rounded. I'm going to make mine rounded as well. So for that, we go to we go to this settings button over here at the bottom, and we want to go ahead and border radius, we want to make it 10. Okay, now we're going to get out of here, and we're going to go ahead, and the first thing is give this some spacing. So from the top, so we're going to say 30, and then at the bottom it looks okay. I'm not going to make it that, give it that much space, but this progress bar, it's obviously not fitting in too good in there. So I'm going to say I want it to be 40 from the right and then 40 from the left. Okay, perfect. There you have it, guys. This is our opt-in form. It looks pretty similar to what he has here. Just a couple of things that I don't have there, which is these little icons, I guess you could say, but not really necessary. Obviously it makes it look better, but not necessary. So now what you would want to do, guys, and I'm not going to get into that, but what you would want to do is you want to go ahead and inside of your form, okay, you do want to make this add it to your autoresponder, right? So for that, you will go to actions, and then in actions, you would just obviously collect submissions, email, then go ahead and I usually pick redirect. I'm not sure if it's not necessary, but I've noticed that it doesn't affect it. Now you want to choose your autoresponder. In my case, I always use get response, so I would use get response right here. And then in collect submissions, you don't have to do anything. Email, obviously, you would change it if you wanted to get sent to a different email. And then in redirect, we're not going to do anything there either. And in get response, this is where we want to add in our API key. So you would get it. You would go in the back end of your autoresponder account, search for that API key, right, and then click on custom, and then it's going to allow you to put in your API key, and obviously it's going to read, or it's going to show you the list that you have in your autoresponder, and you would just pick your list. Okay, it's as simple as that. Now we want to go ahead and click on publish. We're not going to do anything else here, so we just save that. All right, but now what we want to do, guys, is after we save it, we want to go back to our dashboard, because what we need to do now is integrate our opt-in form with the buttons that we have on our landing page, of course. So for that, we go back to pages, all pages, and then in landing page, we want to go ahead and edit it with Elementor. Okay, so it's as simple as this, guys. So you want to go to your button here, and then in this link section, you want to click on dynamic tags and search for pop-up. Okay, so this is the pop-up. All right, and I did forget to do one thing, which I'm going to show you guys real quick. Now in pop-up, you want to go ahead and search for the name that you created for your pop-up. In my case, it's pop-up 1. So I'm going to go ahead and and choose that. Boom, there you go. Update that. All right, and now do the same for this button here. All right, so we're going to go ahead, dynamic tags, All right, all pop-ups, and then select the pop-up that you created, pop-up 1. There you have it right there. Awesome. All right, great. So now, like I did mention, I did forget to do one thing. So I'm going to go back to my pop-up real quick. Let me see. So in the templates, under pop-ups, let me edit this real quick. Edit it with Elementor. All right, so here in my settings, what I want to do, guys, is so not settings. Let me see where it's at. Okay, entrance animation. So it's gonna slide in down. Okay. So of course I want to make it like his, that when his slides right in. So I'm gonna do the same for mine. Slide in down, and I'm gonna choose this. So close button. No, we're gonna hide that. So that should be good. Now we're going to go ahead and update that, save it. Okay, and now we should be good to go, guys. This should have done the trick. So let's go ahead and see how it works. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and test it in an incognito window. I'm just going to select my domain, copy it here, and then choose incognito window. Paste that in there. Okay. There we have it. So this is our landing page that we have created, guys. Now, when I click on this, boom, there you have it, guys. This is our opt-in form. It drops down similar to what he does, maybe a little bit slower, but for the sake of the video, that looks good to me. It looks awesome. Guys, all people have to do is just put in their information to get access to your free training or whatever it is you're offering, guys. I hope you got some value from this, guys. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell icon so you get notified every time I drop new videos, which is usually every Saturday. I hope you got a lot of value from this, guys. And with that said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.